Hello crazy fam, welcome to what $1,000 gets you in LA in a roommate situation. This might be a series if I can find other people that are interested in me filming their space and what they're looking for in a roommate. But I figured I would start with my own apartment because we are looking for a roommate. We just had one move out of our converted space. She's gonna be traveling and moving back home and I'm going to miss her like crazy. But either way, that means our room is open. And if you're a person watching looking to be one of our roommates, you're gonna learn a lot more details about the space, about us. But if you're here just for entertainment value, just so you know, this is in Los Angeles, California. We are on the West Coast on the beach, so it can be a little bit more expensive than some of the other areas. And we're about a 15-20 minute walk to like the main ocean. We're closer to another beach and restaurants and all this different stuff. It is a great area to be. I personally love it. And this is a $1,000 converted bedroom. So I'll go over a little bit more prices throughout the video, but let's start at my front door and make it feel like one of those welcome to my home type Vogue videos. So this is our front door and we do have amenities in this building and I will tell you about that later. But first, let's see what your actual like common area would look like and your bedroom. When you first walk into the apartment, we have a little entry area where you can hang up your coats, put your shoes down, just a little area that doesn't have much purpose other than just enter into the apartment. And then as you go further into the kitchen, we have a little bar area because this building is a little bit older. So we have areas that you might not typically see in another apartment, and that includes our full out bar. So we have all the glasses, we have glasses down below, and it's even a wet bar, so it does have a sink. And we have a little wheel to play games on just because it's fun, and during Halloween time we actually put movies on there and we had a movie night every so often, so we would literally just go ahead and spin the wheel and that would determine what movie we were going to watch that night depending on what it landed on. And we obviously learned that these things are rigged, so sometimes we had to remember, let's not put something in that red block because it keeps landing on red and we don't want to keep watching the same movie that's in only that block. And our kitchen space and our bar space and everywhere else is literally just shared between all of us. So we all just have our cabinet space, so it's all a lot of storage in this apartment, thank goodness. That is the one advantage to having an old apartment, is the fact that you do get a lot of storage. So we set it up so we have this dresser in here for additional storage, but in the main kitchen space there is plenty of counter space, plenty of cabinet space. We do have a microwave, a stove, we have a pretty large fridge, which I actually love that we have because I've been in apartments where it's tiny, and I won't lie, even though our fridge is giant, we fill it with a lot of stuff. And this video, I mainly made it because a lot of people were asking me who are looking to possibly move in if I had a video of what the space looks like. So I figured I would make this for them and for other people on the internet that are kind of curious what $1,000 can get you in LA. And I do say it's a roommate situation and a converted room. And that curtain is the first representation of how it is a converted space. It's not a traditional bedroom. It is a dining room that was turned into a bedroom because we had the additional space and we wanted obviously the additional rent. So I'll tell you guys a little about myself and my roommate at the end if you are one of the people that are actually interested in being our roommate. Now, if you're just here for the entertainment value, let's continue looking in the space. So we also have a washer and dryer. I was gonna say washer and dryer. We have a dishwasher here. Our washer and dryer is on every single floor in 2 spaces. We can usually get away with doing laundry on our floor on our side. Sometimes I'll have to go to the other side, and if I want to use more than 2 machines, then I go to another floor, but I shouldn't be doing that. So let's get straight into the room and see what it looks like. So the entrance to the room is curtains, if you can see, like this. And the reason why it's curtains instead of a door, because it is actually a doorway, is because the fact the building would not let us do it. They're like, that's not decoration. So when you first walk into the room, it is a curtain entry and is super bright if you cannot tell, because the fact that there is a whole sliding door right here, and it actually does come furnished if you want the furniture. Our last roommate built this bed into the room. It has a ton of storage underneath it. It has cabinets, it has shelf space. It is so much gosh darn room underneath there. It's a little bit bigger than like a standard bed frame, so it does take up a little bit more room in the space, but not by much, and it makes up for how much storage it has. And it has these two ottomans right here so you can step up onto the bed easier, because obviously it is pretty tall. I am 5'5". It is all the way up here. And it does come with the mattress too if you would like it, and the ottomans and the extra storage on the side, because there's also, just like these are made with the IKEA Alex and Ani cabinets, I believe is what they're called, I'm not completely sure. It's made with those, and there's an additional one on the side right here, so that creates extra storage space. You can put a TV on top of there. You could take that out and put a desk in. We are not like set in stone on this furniture, so if you want to bring in all your own stuff, you can. And obviously if you're watching this and have no plans of living here, it just gives you an idea that there's a lot that can happen with this space. And then over here to this side gives you an idea of, again, how it is a converted space. It is not a standard bedroom. It's just a lot better than most converted spaces. So all this wall right here is fake. It is not real. It is something we put in. And the base of this whole entire wall is actually these closets right here. They're from IKEA. And so when you open them up, they are hanging space right here. And then they have shelf space right here. So there's two sets of these. So you do get two hanging closets and two of the shelf spaces. So it's actually a pretty good amount of room. See, it goes down over here too, and right here. And then this wall right here that is attached to it is basically an insulation wall. We built insulation panel with a stand on it so that it divides off the area, and obviously you have privacy visually from the rest of the room, because the living room is on the other side and entry is from the kitchen, and it's on the opposite side of the bedrooms to kind of create a sound barrier so that at nighttime it's the furthest from the possible noise of like TVs or anything going on. And then attached to these closets right here is the same styrofoam on the back and the side to give complete visual privacy. You can't see into the room from any of the other spaces, obviously, except the balcony space, because it does have that whole entire sliding door, which creates a lot of light. You can open it up, have a sea breeze, and there is a fan above with a light. And then as for the living room, you just close up the curtain and make your way back over to the main area where we entered in, and we share all of the common spaces. There's plenty of room for all of us, plenty of room to work out on the kitchen table. It's not like you have to stay in your room. There's plenty of room for all of us to hang out and have our own spaces, and that is the wall I was talking about before, which is temporary. Everything is movable. It is furniture. In the end, we change things around to fit with what the landlord was looking for, and that is completely movable. So it's not attached on the ceilings or the side. It is all furniture, and we can move it away and move it back in just like a movable office wall. It's just the DIY version of it. And then our dining room table area, I got this table for free, just like a lot of my furniture. If you're wondering why not all of it matches that well, I got this in the trash room, and I also got stools with it. It's just, it only came with 3, not 4 stools. So we have some random other chairs around it. Like I have a office chair, which is actually really comfortable, which is why I kept it there. And this bar stool chair, which I only have here because of the fact that I have some stuff underneath the bar right now, which I am going to be moving and selling. So ignore all the stuff underneath our bar area, but we do have a bar stool you can sit at, and one whole bar stool that's kind of not broken. And then as for the table, like I said, we have the mismatch of chairs, and we do have a mirror over there because my roommate that just moved out didn't end up taking it with her. And the mirror in my room has so much junk in the background that I don't want to take pictures in it. So I put that there to take pictures in of my outfits. Don't judge me. And then in the living room space, I did get this really cool piece from the trash room also, and that's this, not pinball, not, crap, I'm totally blanking on what it is called, but one of those games where the balls and you hit it with the men. Again, I cannot remember what it is called. Frick, foosball. It is called foosball. I have this foosball table because the fact that, one, I thought I may or may not play it, and then I ended up keeping it because I think it's actually a really cool plant stand, and a lot of people consider it like an art piece and comment on it. Some people hate it, like my roommate that just moved out is like, you can't keep that, get rid of it, sell it, do not keep it, you're a hoarder. And I am a hoarder, but I think a lot of people enjoy it and think it's a cool art piece, so I'm gonna keep it. Sorry, Shelby, if you're watching this. I am keeping it. It is my new plant stand, and it is a piece of art. And then we also have our couch space right here, which it is a large couch. Like I can literally thug on it. I'm 5'5". There's plenty of room above my head. I've had multiple people that have definitely slept on this couch for the night. It's not like we're party people or we're gonna have lots of large groups over. We're definitely like, hey, I'm having a few friends over type of people. But we have had people sleep over because we are not strict about it. We believe you're adults and you have people come over. So you kind of want a situation where you can have a friend sleep over. You can have a relative come over and visit. It's just we don't want anybody to be living here and not paying rent. So we don't want a fourth roommate. So if you think you're gonna have your boyfriend live with you and not pay extra rent, not gonna happen. We also don't do couples, so if you're one of the people that's interested in this place, we will not allow you to be a couple. I'm sorry, we just don't want a couple. One person in each room, and then in addition to this living room area, you guys have a bathroom. I have my own bathroom. And believe me, I pay an arm and a leg for my room and the space I have. So if you watch my other videos and see the tour of my room and see that I have my own bathroom, it's because I have paid a lot of money to make it so that I could do that. But either way, the bathroom is very large. I will show you guys that in a moment. But as for this living room area, it's just a mismatch of furniture and plants and other stuff and fake artwork. Other than that, if people want to bring stuff in with them, I would just say, talk to me and the roommate about it. We might be interested in different furniture or we might not be. But as for the balcony area, that is not changing, and a lot of people have asked me to change that. I am in love with my balcony and I'm sorry, I'm not going to be changing it. It is how it is. Let's see what it looks like a little bit. If you want to see more videos in depth, I will link down below my gardening journey and my decorating journey, and it's still a work in progress out there, but you guys can get a little sneak peek of what it looks like. Again, nothing in depth right now. This is what our balcony looks like when you first walk out. We have this 2 cushions right here, which is kind of like our DIY couch sitting space. And it's just nice because it's enough room that I can lay out on it or sit on it. We also have a chair and some random plants. As for the back wall right there, it's just kind of there to give some privacy to the other roommate who has her door right there. So you can sit out here and not feel like you are with the other roommate in her bedroom. And then, like I said, there's more plants right across here. These are kind of just like the decorative ones. And then on this side is my garden space. So we do have a table right here that I DIY'd myself. It does fit 2 stools and is great to eat out on with food that you cook on the grill. Because I have these plants that go all across here, and then we have a grill on this side. So I do have a bunch of tomato plants and cucumber and a bunch of other things, and I'm attempting to grow things on the wall. As for these plants, I do try my best to take care of them. You are welcome to help me take care of them, but if not, you're welcome to just appreciate what they look like. And then this is that converted room right here. So obviously you'll be looking out on the plants and the view in our courtyard, which I'm not going to show you all my building today. We share all of this space. I am usually out here watering plants or relaxing on the makeshift couch because I love having outdoor space. I love the fresh air. I love the sun. I love just being outside. And we're also the top floor, so no one is above us making noise, which I appreciate. For the most part, our courtyard's pretty quiet. So I guess I could talk to you about what is in the building right now. So our building has a pool, a hot tub, a sauna, a small gym. It has guest parking, and it's pretty much right on the water. If you are planning on being a new roommate, you know more of the details on location than anybody else watching for entertainment value. But either way, the pool is really large. It goes to 8 feet, which I so appreciate because when I lived in downtown previously, it was only 3.5 feet all the way across. And if you're curious on seeing the building that I lived in previously, I actually recently did a apartment tours video in downtown LA, and one of the buildings is the building I used to live at, so you can see that view in that pool. And then there is a hot tub and a lounge space, and sauna are currently closed right now because of COVID, but it's still nice that we get the pool and the hot tub space. And then the gym is also open. It's just like a little gym with cardio and a little bit of weight, so I don't fully tell people there's a gym because the fact that I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. And then there's plenty of guest parking. There's an assigned space, this room, so it is $1,000 a month, not including utilities. Utilities range about $40 a month, a little bit higher, a little bit lower per person. And then we do get free Wi-Fi and cable, which I have not had cable since I lived with my parents, and it's very nice to have. So I consider that as free utilities because the fact that we get all that other stuff that we wouldn't normally get in another building. And then I promised that I would show you that bathroom space that you share with the other roommate, so let's go see it. Oh, and as you make your way back into the apartment, there's one thing I didn't show you on the way out, and that's this giant mirror right here, which isn't really that important, but the thing I wanted to actually show you was that below it is a fire. We do get free gas, so in the winter all the time we run it, because if you live in LA, you know that you actually get used to the temperature here and you freeze when it's below like a certain temperature during the year, that everywhere else people are like wearing shorts and you're like, the hell? So yeah, we run the fireplace for sure instead of running our heat, so it just makes, you know, our bills cheaper. And that is one of the temporary walls into the converted room, and then this is the one with the closet and the temporary walls. And as you make your way back into our living room space and our entry, and ignore my tripod, and around the corner from the living room is the hallway, which you do have additional storage for the converted room. You get this half of the walk-in closet, so ignore the sound of the door, but either way, there is a good amount of storage in there, hanging space and space above. I just like to warn people that on the other half of the closet is the cat food, the cat litter, the litter box, so that's just something to keep in mind, but it is a great amount of space. And then there is a linen closet right here, which is shared between you and the other roommate. It is really, really deep inside of there, so it is a lot of room for both you guys to have. And then as for the actual bathroom, it is one of 3 doors in this hallway. One doorway is for my bedroom, one doorway is for the other roommate, and then there's the doorway for the bathroom. Come on, this is a pretty large bathroom for 2 people to be sharing. There is all of this counter space, which in the past the roommates have just kind of split it up where one person gets one half, one person gets the other half. There is a large mirror and lighting above it. The lighting might look a little funky in this video, but it is great to have when you're doing your makeup. And there's all these drawers and cabinets down below. So there is so much extra storage for each one of you. And then there is obviously the clothing racks right here. There is a little toilet nook space. And then there is the sliding doors into the shower space. Now, if you're looking for more specific details on who we're looking for in a roommate, what's the information on applying and coming in for a tour and all of that, obviously message me on the platforms that you found me on, and I will talk to you about them on there. Now, if you're just watching for entertainment value, then if you have any like general questions like apartment hunting, how we found this place, what's the cost in the area, like how does it compare, I will link down below some apartment hunting videos, apartment tips videos, all of that. And then if you have questions beyond that, feel free to put them down in the comments. I love to answer the questions. I love to be there for you. So feel free to hit that like button and that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. And I do post new videos every single Wednesday where I do everything on figuring out adulting while I'm attempting to figure it out myself. And those additional videos I will link down below have more tour videos, so if you're interested in that, feel free to watch them. And I hope you have a great rest of your morning, evening, night, whatever it is for you, crazy fam. I'll see you soon.